sleeping, keep on waking without the woman next to me. Guilt is burning, inside I'm hurting. This ain't a feeling I can keep, so blame it on the night. Don't blame it on me, don't blame it on me. Blame it on the night. Don't blame it on me, don't blame it on me. Blame it on the night. Don't blame it on me, don't blame it on me. So blame it on the night. Don't blame it on me.
Hello, Beth. Basketball fans, you've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. Here we go. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. The crowd here in anticipation of their home team Cavaliers in an interconference battle here at the Quicken Loans Arena. Now the opening lineup for the Oklahoma City Thunder. The rugged duo of Ibaka and Adams in the middle. Russell Westbrook out there with Roberson. And it's Durant in at the 3 slot. James kicks to Love. Stolen by Durant. Pass to Roberson. And it's Westbrook. That time on the assist from Roberson. Westbrook's got the first basket of the game for Oklahoma City. One of the most dominant players in 2014 was Kevin Durant, of course, winning the league MVP. Then last year, cut short. We know that he's now on a mission to get back to that level. And Greg, it's hard.
Yeah, you know, it all came down to health for Kevin Durant. And at this point in his career, I mean, he's got the maturity. He's developed the skill set. He's just got to stay on the court. And really, when you talk about the game of basketball, the rest will take care of itself.
James, left side. Thompson passes to Irving. And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Durant. LeBron outside. The shot will not go.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint. Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense. Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving. You rarely see him missing dunks, but the defender was right in his face on that one, and it threw him off just enough.
The shot's good from Love.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
And here's Westbrook from the arc. There's the dish to Roberson. The pass to Ibaka.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Durant again. LeBron. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. It's Westbrook with the drive. Misses off the left eye.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
Love with another miss. Thunder have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Last year, the Thunder were in a playoff battle all season, Clark. Their road record of 16-24, a big part of why they didn't sneak into the playoffs.
Well, when you're dealing with the kinds of injuries the Thunder had last year, it's impossible to be your best, and grinding out road wins is that much tougher. A great assist. Nice work from Russell Westbrook.
A big group substitution here for Cleveland. Mozgov, he's checked in for Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. Amon Shumpert's checked in for Smith. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Irving. The Thunder also changing it up. Cantor checked in for Steven Adams. Dion Waiters comes in for Andre Robertson. And it's Foy in for Russell Westbrook.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist. And really with the Thunder and their road problems last season, both Phoenix and New Orleans had better road records than they did. And had the Thunder been tougher on the road, no doubt they would have made it in.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Singler's checked in. A big group substitution here for Cleveland. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Mozgov. Love comes in for Channing Frye. Smith checked in for Shumpert. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
You know, the Thunder had road trouble right out of the gate last season, guys. Only had one road win in their first 9 road games. They also had 4 different instances of 4 or more game road losing streaks last season. I tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
It really has, and they've created a lot of high percentage shots in the paint here already.
We've got 1:08 left to play in the first quarter. Raiders on the wing. He kicks it to Ibaka. 6 on the shot clock. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Cavaliers trailing. Irving attacking. And the layup's good off the glass.
A defensive breakdown there, no doubt about it. I mean, he's a guy you have to be focused on defensively.
Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession.
That's a major mental mistake. I mean, there's no other way for me to describe it. He didn't know where he was on the court. That's a basic fundamental. You have to be alert to where you are.
Three-pointer does not find the basket. His second miss. He's now 1 for 3. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. That is good. LeBron dishes to Smith. Shoots. That one's a miss. His third shot of the game. He's made one of them. Here's Singler. And he jams it with authority.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
And they're scoring pretty well as we could. Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Oklahoma City.
They've made the commitment to get out and run, and it's paid off with some highlight reel plays in transition.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
Filling out the wings at Shumpert and LeBron. Channing Frye out there with Mozgov. And it's Dellavedova in at the 1. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. The Cavaliers trail by 6. Well, you go back last season, the Cavs had a very slow start to the year. Not surprising. They had a lot of new faces and people they're bringing together. Clark, it didn't look like the powerhouse they would end up being, as we saw.
Well, you know, they were kind of fumbling and bumbling around in the 5th and 6th spots in the East for the first half of the season. Made some changes, though, through trade, and that got them going, I think.
So, timeout called here, the first for Cleveland.
And those mid-season trades for the Cavs really turned things around. Mozgov came in, J.R. Smith and Shumpert secured that 2 spot, gave this team an incredible edge defensively.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Thompson, he's checked in for Mozgov. Love comes in for Channing Frye. Smith checked in for Shumpert. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. Westbrook with a wide-open look. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him.
Yeah, and, you know, they built the roster to how they played best mid-season. I mean, it was a great job, I think, by the front office to get the players that fit best into the locker room and into the team style of play.
He dishes it to Durant. And that comes off. The assist by Russell Westbrook. Durant's got 5.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Here's Westbrook. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
The Thunder leading by 5. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. He's got 14.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
And stolen by James. Drilled from 11 feet out. James has got 8 points. Kyrie Irving, an explosive scorer. We all know that. His rate of assists continually dropping over his NBA career. And Greg, does he need to be more of a pure point guard?
You know, he does have the advantage of playing with LeBron James, one of the best playmakers in the league. It's a good fit, I think, at this stage of his career, because right now they need him to score the basketball while he continues to improve his point guard skills.
Stolen. Here's Morrow. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got 3 assists now in this one.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
The Thunder leading by 7. Here's Morrow. And a missed layup. For Cleveland, they've gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Irving with it. Westbrook picks him up. Irving drives in. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Irving's got his second bucket.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But boy, that was a nice job.
And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Mozgov, he's checked in for Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. Shumpert, he's checked in for LeBron. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Kyrie Irving.
Boy, and for Randy Foye, I thought it was a big bounce-back year for him last season. His points per game were the highest they've been in 5 years, and his field goal percentage was the highest it's been in 5 years as well.
And Cleveland making a change here. Jefferson's checked in. Talking about Randy Foye last year, one difference is that he started almost every game, 78 the most in his career. That may have given him, Greg, additional confidence. Who knows?
Well, where I was impressed, Kevin, with his improvement was as a facilitator and rebounder. He seemed to lose his mojo for a few years in there, but last season, I really feel like he got it back. You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Smith.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
And you can tell they're just a little out of sync. I think he just wants to get everybody back on the same page.
Yeah, I like this timeout, Greg. I think it's a good one because it looks like they need a minute to talk things through here.
And the Cavaliers call time here. 19 seconds left here in the second. LeBron against Singler. And Voigt kicks to Cantor. Dishes it to Waiters. Poked away. And stolen by Love.
Oh, wow.
That's a beautiful jam.
I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is the 2 points, not the dramatic.
Oh, come on, Clark. He had to go for it, didn't he?
Yeah, but hey. He's an athlete, and I can't fault him for that one, although if he missed it, I might have.
Irving with a clean look. No good trying to beat the buzzer. And the first half comes to a close. We've got a close game going on here. Thunder lead by 3. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime. And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. Well, you look at Russell Westbrook in this game, he has been everywhere.
And his play in that first half, how about the discipline to go along with the efficiency, guys? His shot selection was just perfect.
I agree. I mean, whether it's been from mid-range or in tight, he is taking only what the defense has given him and not trying to do too much. Very much playing within himself.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third.
Well, Westbrook has been great. He's got 14 points, and he hasn't forgotten to get his teammates involved either.
And he's conscious, I think, Clark, of good ball movement. It needs to be a part of their game plan throughout.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So for Oklahoma City right now, Durant the 3 and Ibaka the 4. Andre Robertson out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Adams in at the 5.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
Kiwi Steven Adams, one of the toughest players down on the block.
And Kevin Adams is not afraid to get under somebody's skin. He's pretty strong defensively, too.
6 to shoot. It's taken away by Smith. And the jam by J.R. Smith.
You know, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult while they're trailing.
Yeah, but still, you know what? A magnificent move to the rim.
I tell you what, guys, I don't care what the score is. That's the play we're going to remember when this game is over.
Here's Roberson. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. That one on Love.
And, you know, guys, that's one of the things I like about Adams. I mean, he'll draw the ire of opposing players just because of how he approaches the game.
For Oklahoma City, they have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Mozgov, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. Amon Shumpert's checked in for J.R. Smith. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, and guys, Adams doesn't want to be known as a dirty player. I mean, I think he feels he plays aggressive and he hustles, and that sometimes rubs players the wrong way.
Dellavedova is really good at finding his teammates.
The Thunder lead by 6. Westbrook drives in. Ibaka outside. The three-pointer no good.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Cleveland moving the ball around. James in the post. Adams defending. Mozgov passes to LeBron.
You know, one of the more impressive things that we know about LeBron James is that he is one of the great leaders in the NBA. His voice carries a lot of weight, and he hasn't been shy about raising his voice on social issues either. Good to see.
And the Thunder with some changes. Cantor checked in for Steven Adams. Dion Waiters comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Foy in for Andre Robertson. Westbrook kicks to Ibaka. And stolen by Fry. And yes, sir, that one drops. 14 points for LeBron.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
And speaking of LeBron's leadership, trying to will this Cavs team to a title, one of his greatest challenges.
And Kevin, the expectations are just so high. He may have had less talent around him in his first stint in Cleveland, but after winning titles in Miami, anything less seems like a step backwards.
Pass to Westbrook. To the wing on the left. Ibaka. Good. A nice assist from Westbrook. 6 points for Serge Ibaka.
Yeah, it's just a smart shot, taking advantage of the mismatch.
Well, with a stroke like that and the height advantage as well, the mid-range J is almost a gimme.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. Well, it was a season last year of heartbreak and change for the Thunder, narrowly missing the playoffs as the Pelicans beat them out for that 8th position.
Yeah, and they were teetering back and forth on that 8th spot for most of the year. Ultimately, they just couldn't hold on to that final playoff spot.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Mozgov. Love comes in for Channing Frye. Smith checked in for Shumpert. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. Cantor's shot is off.
Guys, for the Thunder, that playoff miss was the first time they didn't make the postseason since their first year in Oklahoma. Fans have really been spoiled with how successful the Thunder have been of late.
And he gets it to go. And the Thunder lead by 2.
You got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of grinded-out physical game.
That's the kind of look they can continue to go with. Maybe that'll help them create some separation on the scoreboard.
Irving kicks to Thompson. He dinks the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
And finally, they fought themselves back to even the score. We've got a new ball game here now.
And really, all the momentum is theirs, making such a strong comeback. So I think you've got to really feel good about their chances the rest of the way.
Good.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
And the game still closely contested as we end the third quarter. It's the Thunder leading by just 2. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And we're set to start the action up here in the fourth quarter, and if it's anything like the first 3, we should be in for a treat. They've got Matthew Dellavedova, Channing Frye out there with Kevin Love. Then there's Iman Shumpert, and it's Irving at the point guard. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now.
Got a good look, though. I thought that was going to go down.
Yeah, the D, though, just enough to bother the rhythm on that one, Clark.
Some hang time on that rim puts a little whipped cream on that angel food cake there.
It's a tight ball game, and those displays of strength, Clark, can get one team rolling.
Agreed.
And also the other on its heels. Let's see how this one turns out.
A different look now for Cleveland. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Frye. James comes in for Shumpert. And J.R. Smith subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova.
I'll tell you what, it was a really strong year for the Cavs. 53 wins for them, good for the 6th best mark in team history. A lot of those wins also came against the West, making it even more impressive.
Cavs were very strong against the West. 18-12 record for them overall, second only to the Hawks in the East.
And they really turned it on against the West from mid-January on. How about going 14-1 in the West in their last 15 matchups, and that included a 10-game win streak against the West.
Here's Irving. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
And that one's good. And that's now 6 points for Kyrie Irving.
Big time bucket there, and you can expect to see him stay very involved the rest of the way.
Well, they were sleeping on defense. The defense really didn't do its job. I mean, a little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint. That's costly.
And at this stage of a tight game, the tired legs really start to show. A defense becomes vulnerable if you can continue to pound it inside. Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
And, Greg, that's exactly what he gives you. I mean, he's constantly making his presence felt around the rim.
The feed to James. And he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
That's leadership. Really, really valuable to have someone who can just take charge like he has.
Well, there's a certain amount of confidence you have when the ball is in his hands at that end of the floor right now. I mean, he just gives you a sense of calm and confidence because of how good he is.
And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call.
Yeah, you've got to avoid those kinds of turnovers.
Yeah, mistakes like that derail any team.
Serge Ibaka has checked in for Dion Waiters. LeBron drives in. And the rejection by Ibaka. Here's Westbrook. Rips down the breakaway slam.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when a team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
And the second free throw, good.
They're really doing a good job working hard to get inside and draw contact, a little more so than they did in the first half.
And defensively, if you're trying to battle back, you can't keep sending them to the line.
On defense, Cleveland leading by 5. Now Cleveland moving it up. And James throws it down.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
And here's Westbrook from the arc. The Cavaliers pull it in.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. They've got to have better shot selection.
They get it back. Thompson with the bucket.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. Make them beat you from deep.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Billy Donovan said to the team. He told his players, turnovers are killing us right now. We can't keep trying to make the home run play. Settle down, run the offense, and make the simple pass. Kevin, sounds easy enough.
All right, Doris, thanks.
Hey, it's not computer programming or rocket science here. I mean, at some point, the defense has to show more urgency getting back in transition.
Yeah, I mean, 6 out of their last 10 points here coming in transition. They are making the game far too easy for the opponent. No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
LeBron drives in. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right. Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rack.
Check out the fellas. Check out his teammates over on the bench. So they are going crazy.
The Cavaliers leading by 7. J.R. Smith on the wing. The wing jumper off target.
I think he was surprised by how much space he had there and just rushed the shot a little bit.
Robertson dishes to Durant. Robertson can't hit.
And he thought he had a clear pass to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off. Don't you love the chemistry? Those guys work so well together in the open floor. Well, if it wasn't out of reach, it is now, thanks to that last little spurt.
And why put the brakes on now? I just say keep on letting it fly.
Outside for Durant.
Oklahoma City foul ball. Steve Adams. That's his third personal.
The first free throw is good.
And it's strange to think that early last year, all the talk in the media was about the in-house fighting on the Cavs. Goes to show just how much better things are for a team when they're winning.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Mozgov, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. Iman Shumpert is checked in for James. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Irving. Jones checked in for Cleveland. 32 seconds left to play here in the fourth. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Here's Dellavedova. Picked by Mozgov. Here's Dellavedova. Covered by Foy. 6 on the shot clock. Dellavedova kicks to Shumpert. The 3. And it's Dellavedova missing. And Matthew Dellavedova is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second personal foul.
Goes up off the inbound. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, and I thought good execution really played a big part throughout.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA.